making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. This time I didn't really want to make any Christmas themed builds, but rather build something with the University expansion pack. I have technically owned the pack since launch, but I just haven't had the time to really build with it. So I thought it was time to just do that instead. Now, if you are new here, then welcome to my channel, of course. I am Serefina, a Pikachu obsessed, proud to be dog mom gamer girl who loves to make speed builds. If you do like to watch speed builds, then I do of course hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already. And also remember to click that notification bell, so you will get notified whenever I post something new. Now, if you didn't know this yet, I did make another student dorm or student flat build right before this university pack came out. And I really enjoyed making that one. So for today's speed build, I just wanted to make something similar, but this time try and keep it more pack restricted and only use base game and Discover University. The other one, I don't remember how many packs I used, but I definitely used multiple packs and no Discover University. So if you don't own that game but still want to have that university flat feel, then you can always download that build as well. Now, to make this build a bit more usable, I didn't really get all overboard with all kinds of clutter, and I didn't really personalize the different rooms too much either. Just so you can make it fit your gameplay a bit easier. So when your Sims or your Sims roommates move in, you can decorate the rooms yourself to fit their personalities. So you can hang up all the posters that came with this pack, or I don't know, let them find my Sims and put them in the different rooms and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really make any music themed rooms, sports themed rooms, or anything like it. So yeah, you can go all wild yourself and let your sim pick your most favorite room. As for the location, I built it of course in the new world, but I used the kind of area in the middle of the map, so these dorms aren't really meant for just one specific university. This might maybe even come in handy when you want to play with either two siblings or your Sims and some friends that want to live together but go to different schools. This way it doesn't really matter too much what school or university your Sims chooses to go to, because this off-campus build will kind of suit both. It is however built to house only students, and yeah, that's also kind of how the style looks in this house. This is again how I wanted it to look. So all the rooms are pretty much kind of generic and look quite alike. They almost have, or almost all of them have the identical furnitures, but I just place them all in a bit different ways. In the rooms that have balconies, I kind of had this awkward spacing with the door, so I didn't really have enough room to fit full-size wardrobes in these rooms. So to kind of still make it feel realistic, I didn't only place one dresser, but I made it two, so it kind of felt like your Sims have equal and much of storage space, no matter which room they choose. So if you find this unnecessary, you can of course remove it. I mean, it isn't really necessary that your Sims have a dresser at all, since they can technically use the mirror to change, and there are technically more than enough wardrobes and dressers throughout this build. But yeah, I was just still looking a bit for that more realistic feel, and with that came the equal amount of storage in all rooms. Besides that, I did place a bunch of different activities around the place. There are, of course, quite a few bookcases around the place. Not all of them might work properly. I believe there might be one or two that kind of are blocked off by a desk. But there should be at least one functional bookcase in every flat, or so in both flats. As for the other activities, all students are gonna need to kind of share them. I again didn't really place it in every single room. I just scattered around the place a bit. So let's see if I remember all of them. In the first house, so that would be the left house from looking from the front, this one will have the grill area outside with a dining space area outside as well. I placed some gym equipment on one of the balconies in this build, and 2 lounge chairs, or the one that your Sims can, I don't know, sunbathe on, and I placed those on the top balcony. Inside I also placed the research PC that came with university, and there is a painting easel. As for the second building, so the building on the right, looking from the front, I placed a pool, a tiny pool. I mean, it still functions just for what you need. I mean, your Sims will still kind of swim around in it and get exercised by it. So yeah, it's tiny, but it works. I would have placed a hot tub here, but hot tubs didn't come with the base game nor university, so I don't know. I like the pool just the way it is. And I placed 2 benches out there as well, just so your Sims can sit. So I did consider to place a pool in both buildings, but I didn't really find it too necessary, so you will see me remove one of them, and yeah, that's just the way it stays. Other items in the second building are a ping pong table that I placed on one of the balconies, and the other balcony will get a game table. And as for the inside of that building, I placed another research PC. I'm not sure how much you need them, but now at least there are 2 of them that your Sims can use technically. And I also placed a chess table as well as a easel in that build, so there are 2 easels as well. I believe it is the new kind from university, so I'm guessing it looks like you can put it in your pocket. I mean, all easels you can technically put in your Sims inventory anyway, but yeah. Besides that, I did also place quite amount of bikes around the place as well, because I'm really loving the new bikes that came with this pack, and I think there might now be enough bikes for every single Sim. So there are 8 bedrooms with 8 beds, which should also make 8 bicycles, but I can't really remember. I built this build on Sunday, and for me it's now Friday when this video will come out, so I have had it in storage for a little while, and I don't really remember too much about it. I mean, I've been looking through the footage and trying to remember as much as I can, but yeah. When it comes to the style of this build, I made it of course very modern looking, as you might have noticed, and this does technically not really fit its surroundings. The surrounding buildings are quite, I wouldn't really say old-fashioned, but they are more classical and brick builds. But I still like this build just this way. In my head I was just imagining that maybe the universities had come together, or the community, and wanted to build an apartment building especially for students, and it is still very new, and they decided to keep it very modern to attract more students maybe. So yeah, instead of letting it get built to fit the other buildings around it, they rather decide to keep it modern. I thought it looked really good as well with the blue windows, and since I really never have used them before, I mean these windows are technically base game. I remember when the blue windows came with City Living, And that is kind of the first time I started looking at blue windows, but I always found it hard to use them. So to actually finally have used the base game blue windows here, it felt good to kind of have a fitted build for it. As for the interior, I kept it quite light and natural colored and basic. I mean, I went for the white walls with wooden flooring again, so maybe it is my Scandinavian styled house idea again. I don't know. It is how it feels natural for me. And I've also just again chosen for the white paints on the wall, just for that feel that students kind of have to live with whatever they got. They can't really repaint the walls or whatever. You can of course yourself decide to renovate this build. I mean, it's a game, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care about that part, but I made it feel like you can't repaint the walls. That's why it's just very basic. It's how it usually looks like in apartments here in Norway. It either has wooden walls or white walls or light colored walls. I mean, I have had a couple of different choices throughout the years, but I've never been allowed to repaint them. So yeah, most of the time you're just stuck with whatever you get, and that feeling I kind of wanted to bring back in this interior as well. So if it feels boring to you, then that's kind of just the way I wanted it to feel, like a very basic build that is supposed to just house some students. And yeah. Oh, and before I forget to mention, you will only see me furnish one building, so the left building looking from the front, since I kind of copied all of the rooms over to the other side, but kind of hustled them around a bit. So all the bedrooms are technically the same, but I kind of just, yeah, switched them up a tiny bit. And as for the living area, I switched out some of the decorations, since I was mentioning that these builds would have been made or built at the same time. For students, I also kind of imagined that they were furnished around the same time, and therefore they look quite a lot alike. And that's kind of why I took the easy way out and copied it. But I believe you won't really see me change it up too much. Maybe you see me change up the common area a tiny bit, but yeah, you will see me do all the balconies at the end at least, and some of the hallways, or all the hallways that are above and have some of the activities that I have spoken about. So yeah, that will come at the end, or closer to the end, I guess, but you will not see me place all the furniture one more time, since everything kind of looks alike. There was no point in showing you all of it. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about this build, I think. I mean, I try to keep it as basic as possible, but also as empty, of course, so you can kind of recreate it or decorate it just the way you want to, so it always fits your gameplay. And I found it really fun to try and keep it pack restricted to base game with Discover University. I mean, there were a lot of items that I of course was missing out on, and yeah, especially the cool kitchen stuff and whatever it is either perfect patio or yeah, maybe that one with the hot tub and the outside furniture. But the way I placed the grill, I think it still looks quite good, even though it's all technically base game. But yeah, there isn't really much to say about this build besides that. So yeah, I will just put on some music for you for the rest of it, and I hope you still enjoy this video, of course. But if you do want to download this build, you can of course find it on the gallery under my username Serefina with 3 A's, or under the hashtag SerefinaYT. But all that kind of information you can always find back in the description as well. My older builds will still be under the hashtag YoungWilderFree. And besides that, always remember to have move objects on before placing any of my builds, just to be sure nothing gets removed. I do hope you still like this build and enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my creations, you can always subscribe to my channel or follow me on Twitter and Instagram. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye!
I love them roasting a baby each time. See, the hero gets the girl and I got a Merry Christmas crush. There's nothing like a fire, like angels in the snow. I never will be tired of this adorable season. Got a real feel-good flow. Oh, and every carol is a rush. Got a Merry Christmas crush. Tonight I wanna celebrate. Tonight I wanna dream away. See the shimmer in the eyes of every happy Christmas child. A Merry, Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. A Merry, Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you. Let's have a joyful night. We'll keep a candle burning to light the way for the reindeers. Give Santa Claus a hand. Oh, I really cannot get enough of my Merry Christmas crush. Tonight I wanna celebrate. Tonight I wanna dream away. See the shimmer in the eyes of every happy Christmas child. A Merry, Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. A Merry, Merry Christmas. A Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold, where we heard of angels up on high while building Frosty the Snowman until late outside. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in the wintry wonderland, and we'd hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. Oh, oh, give me an open fire, some eggnog and mistletoe, and a sense of wonder and someone to hold close. Oh, 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 give me some ribbons and a chimney for Santa's sake. No, it's not too late. No, it's not too late. Ooh, oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in the wintry wonderland. Jingle bells ringing in my ear, watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then